What's up, everyone? This is Super Marcel, and welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution 3. In the last episode, the Spinosaurus itself has made a grand appearance. We have not talked about it yet, though, because I'd rather talk about the dinosaur when we get the full adult specimen. Whether the babies grow up or like a third Spinosaurus comes into the picture, I don't know. But in this episode, what the game wants us to do is to make two enclosures and capture the Velociraptor and Carnotaurus. However, even though I will obviously get to that and make an enclosure for the for both of them, I want to make a big giant enclosure for Spinosaurus. I think this episode's marginally going to be me making the Spinosaurus enclosure. I'm sure I'll try and make something cool for Velociraptor and Carnotaurus, but there's going to be a marginally less effort for me to make something cool for them because, you know, they're not Spinosaurus. And this is like the first time of like we had Spinosaurus made a cameo in Jurassic World Evolution 2 for the Chaos Fury, but otherwise, other than that, we've never actually legitimately gotten Spinosaurus as an enclosure dinosaur. And we've played other games before where Spinosaurus is in the background, mainly Primal Planets, right? It was a creature, but I made a promise that I wouldn't really talk about Spinosaurus in that episode. It's a long time coming that as someone who talks about dinosaurs, it's time that I address and talk about Spinosaurus. So we're going to make something cool. We're going to make an enclosure for Spinosaurus. What I'm thinking is that since it is Spinosaurus, it's like up there with T-Rex and Giganotosaurus. It's like a 5-star predator. We're going to put the enclosure like up here, right? It's going to be like, let's say it's one of those type of enclosures where it's like the best for last type of thing, right? It's the last enclosure that you would see right at the very end. First off, I'm going to research for better security, right? Large security security reputation at 85. So yeah, we can't get the concrete ones, but we can get the large electric fence, right? Because like, you know, we're getting Spinosaurus, we're getting a bunch of other carnivores. We might as well just increase the security rating for our security fences, and also I just wanted to, it's just for an aesthetic reason, you know, make it look nice. I do actually have an idea on what we can do for Spinosaurus, right? Okay, right, and now that we got better security fences, so yeah, I was thinking that we'll put the enclosure right here, and what I'm thinking is that we'll do it kind of like I don't know how to describe the shape. It's like kind of like a boxy house shape, right? So we and then like a triangle-esque thing right here with and right, yeah. And so this would be like concrete fences. Let's say like the walls over these sides would be big giant rocks. There'll be a nice like curvy path with a Spinosaurus skeleton. Really build up that like you're about to see Spinosaurus in this enclosure. And I want it to be like a nice cool like deep river thing that's going on, right? Yeah, let's do this. ensure the velocity. After all that. How much of a... That was an hour. That was an hour of me filming, me building this goddamn enclosure. Just for the goddamn velociraptors and carnosauruses to ruin it. Oh no. No, please no. Why would it autosave right when the velociraptor starves to death? So, I redid it. I've fixed everything, right? Well, what do I mean fix? I've built the enclosure. I built an arguably even better enclosure than what I initially started with this enclosure. It's actually really cool, actually. I really like... Obviously, I'll paint the more it's not fully finished yet. I still need to add in that swampy touch. Maybe I might get this area right here to be flatter. I wish I did... you know... I wish I could have filmed myself actually building this this enclosure, but... Man, what just happened there with the whole, like, cut thing really, like killed the mood, you know? There we go. Nice, nice. Look at that. This is awesome. I'm really happy with how this enclosure came out. So I guess since we now have this enclosure right here, we'll move the Spinosauruses here. I actually have two. I've actually built a spare like enclosure to keep the Spinosauruses in, because I actually liked how this enclosure was before. I think I'll put the Velociraptors in here. And I will, like, put the Carnotauruses in here. Obviously, I'm gonna, like, modify it because, duh, Carnotaurus isn't really a very swampy type of dinosaur. They're more of a plains runner type dinosaur. But we seem to have everything under control. Granted, I still need to, you know, get, like, power and teams and blah, blah, blah here. But otherwise... I'm very happy with how this came out. So, let's tranquilize everyone. Task slots full. What? Oh, because of the goddamn security cameras. Which, by the way, I don't know why the security cameras, like... I don't know why you're tranquilizing the Stegosauruses. Yeah, but... Yeah, I obviously I built everything and paused. We're currently in a blizzard right now, but it's not too much of a problem. It just means that we lose track of where the dinosaurs actually are, which, you know, is still not great. But the good thing is that the dinosaurs are still far away from the actual park itself, so we're good. Oh yeah, and this. I forgot about this. The vehicles are basically practically useless. Let's just hope that it fixes. But I guess while we wait for that, let us build the path to get here. Right? All right. Tranquilize everyone. Including the Spinosauruses when we're done. What? Who? Stegosaurus? What? How? Requires
Attention personnel. We have detected power outages across the site. Available personnel.
I'm going to fix that now so that does not become a reoccurring problem.
Registered by our security system. Capture team report.
Oh my god, what is going on? Alright, is everyone tranquilized? Okay, right. Everyone is marginally tranquilized. So, let's move the raptors over to here.
Heading to collect the asset. Collecting asset. Picking up asset.
And then we'll also send one of you guys to here as well. And then once they're tranquilized, we'll move them over to the Spinosaurus enclosure. And, yeah. Move them down to here. And then, with the Carnotauruses, I'll admit, the Carnotauruses I'm a bit more worried about because they're, like, medium-sized carnivores, and I'm not sure whether or not they will fit in my little makeshift, like, backup enclosure. But I guess we'll find out.
Adding to the list. Commencing asset transit.
Okay, right. Oh, Jesus. Wow, okay. Let's give you a goat feeder right away. Okay, and other than the goat feeder, what else do you guys want? Pasture, water... Okay, well, duh, of course you want water. Okay, that's good. And pasture. You guys also want cover, so I'll give you some cherry trees. And finally some pasture. What's the difference between this and that? Right, okay. Jelly, jelly lady. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Ba-da-da-da-da-sha. Listen to your heart. The thing is that I want to keep the rocks. I guess I can still have the rocks. I'm just gonna have to manually put them there. Okay. Whoa! I didn't even look how cool you are! Oh, you're the male raptor! Oh, they gave the male raptors quills! And to keep continuity with Jurassic Park 3. That's awesome! Or should I call them quills, or are they technically... maybe we're just going to pretend they're feathers. You know? That's cool. I like that that's what the male raptors look like. Okay, right. So yeah, I just gotta have to hope that the raptors expand their territory to like these other zones, and hopefully they'll be happy then. Now, the Carnotauruses. I already know for a fact that they're not gonna be very happy, you know, not having like a bunch of deep water around. Okay. What about the Spinosauruses? How are they feeling? Alright. So yeah, let's transform all of this to be one giant... Can we remove the giant yellow, like... piss glow? I can't see anything.
Containing the dinosaurs is only half the battle. The other half is making them comfortable enough to stay put.
Okay. Oh, well, good thing that's already what I'm doing. Hell yeah. Okay, right. Why is that not fixed? Someone fix that before that becomes a problem. But otherwise, right, I think we got everything down under control. We got the Spinosauruses back into a new enclosure. It is a marginally better looking enclosure than the smaller ones. And I got backup enclosures for the Carnotaurus and the Velociraptors, which I guess we're keeping. I mean, I guess we can pretend that Velociraptor is filling in for Fukuya Raptor. But as for Carnotaurus, I don't know, I guess it's just cool to have, I guess. There isn't really any Abelisaurs found in Japan that we know of. Nevertheless, like, something as obscure as Carnotaurus, but yeah. Why is everyone tranquilized? They're gonna end up starving to death at this rate. We should make it like a cage, you know? Because it'd be like, you know, because it's Spinosaurus and we gotta be extra cautious
To the park.
to let them through.
loose and in need of a... Sure.
Who? Oh, god damn it! What the hell took you so long to get the comfort? Wetlands? What? Why wetlands? Since when has Carnotaurus ever been a wetlandsy dinosaur? Sure, I guess we'll get wetlands. What?
Delivery has been completed.
No, no. Okay. What the hell's going on with that tail? It's got a bit of a stiffness to it. Alright. The Carnotauruses are happy with this enclosure as well. I still find it weird that Carnotaurus is apparently considered a swampy dinosaur. It's not at all. It's more of a plains runner. It's more like flat grasslandy type zones. The Spinosauruses are loving their enclosure, which is also awesome. Let's add in a few more stuff here. I'm actually really happy with how this enclosure came out. It looks great. Yeah, nice. Would I have gone overkill? Maybe, but I don't know. I'm really happy with how this enclosure came out, man. This is awesome. I do wonder how many Spinosauruses can I rely... Because I'm thinking back with the Mosasaurus thing, right? How Mosasaurus is considered like an apex predator. And surely, I'm assuming it's the same thing for Spinosaurus. Spinosaurus is going to be considered an apex predator. So, is there only going to be like a maximum of like, let's say, 2 adult Spinosauruses in an enclosure? I guess we'll find out. I think it would be cool if we have 3. But I guess we'll find out. Yeah. Is there a way that I could do this without ruining the path? I can.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new viewing gallery.
Oh
ready for you
man!
to observe our magnificent animals.
Stupid pathing system. Also, I figured out how to make a circle, by the way. So, there's that. So yeah, so you come down here, see if through the viewing gallery, maybe the Spinosaurus will be right there eating from the fish eater. If not, you can try your luck in this place and get an even better look and look through this giant log, and maybe he's somewhere down on the hill. I do want to have another viewing gallery to be like right at the lake, because I imagine the Spinosaurus is going to be swimming a lot. But yeah, well, okay. Make sure dinosaurs have 95%. So you guys are still have an average comfort rating of 95%. You're at 100. You're at 99. You're at 100. I assume it's you. No, okay. It's not you guys. It's the singular random Carnotaurus that is just sightseeing, looking down at the Coryphosaurus enclosure and like picking food from this food menu. The Velociraptors have expanded their territory, which is good. See if we can just make it just a little bit better. There we go. Nice. I still like, I do like that we still kind of managed to keep the same look that the original enclosure had. Bit of a shame that I wasn't allowed to make it deserty. But oh well. Gotta get accustomed to the comfort of the raptors, I guess. But I still like it. It's still got this excavation vibe to it. All these human buildings and stuff. It's cool. Right. So I'm assuming maybe as soon as this Carnotaurus is moved, then we'll finish our thing?
Commencing asset transit.
They're learning already. They already know how to catch fish. Whee!
Huh? Who doesn't have... Oh, it's the baby Coryphosauruses. What about the baby Stegosauruses? The baby Stegosauruses are fine. So it's these small little babies that are the sole reason I'm not getting 95% comfort. Why is that? I think there are too many of you now. I'm gonna have to get rid of some of you. I don't even know if there are any other males. Sorry, any other adult males. Oh my god, there's 16 of you. Yeah, some of you need to go. Oh, I'm not allowed to take you to the wild. Ah, curse you, campaign! What do you want me to do then? What?
The guests coming in are a good thing, and you can never have too much of a good thing, despite what my nutritionist says. You can see where I'm going with this. Let's pull in more guests, huh?
Okay. Increase the number of guests on site. Alright, that's easy peasy. So... Okay, so we'll just play the game. Alright, so yeah, we're in a comfortable spot right now. I guess... I don't know, I guess we'll stop it here? Here's what I'm gonna do, actually. I'm going to... First off, I'm going to build your basic, simple, run-of-the-mill guest stuff. See if that continues even further. And then, I don't know. We have filmed 41 minutes. I think we can film just a little bit more. So, yeah. Let's get going. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna build a hotel. A large hotel. Because who wouldn't want to sleep near the Spinosauruses? No?
Ladies and gentlemen, for your comfort, we've increased the hotel capacity of the park. Ladies and gentlemen, Our restroom is now open to use for whenever nature calls.
Guys, should there be shadows in the lake?
We've got adult Spinosaurus approaching from the water. We need to handle
Oh,
this
there's
fast.
two of them. Oh, three of them.
Oh wow, they do not look happy. Guess they've come for the juvenile we saw earlier. You know, sometime I'd like to have a dinner party where I'm not at risk of being the main course. All right, let's get those dinosaurs enclosed.
The Spinosauruses are here. Not just one, not two, but three Spinosauruses. Plus a contract. They want their baby. You know what? You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. This is gonna be evil. Let's end the episode. We did some stuff. We built 3 enclosures. We built this giant enclosure for the Spinosauruses, which is where they're going to be living now. We got Carnotauruses. We got Velociraptors. Yeah. Overall, I'm actually really happy with how the Spinosaurus enclosure came out. The Spinosaurus enclosure looks awesome. You know. This nice, like, incline hill that goes down to this big, deep water, like, lagoon that they swim in. They can even go, like, under the rock and stuff. There's this nice river waterfall where they can eat the fish and stuff. It's just, it's a really cool open enclosure. And which, in fact, I honestly reckon I can actually fit all 5 Spinosauruses in here without them even having any problems. I hope. We'll find out in the next episode. But if you guys enjoyed the video, click the like button. If you want to see more, where is he? There they are. They're merging. Click the subscribe button. And I'm Super Marcel, and make sure you have a super time. Bye bye.